Think you've seen the future of electric cars? Think again. Volcor just dropped a motor that doesn't just compete, it obliterates the competition. Imagine a 2-ton sedan rocketing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds. Yes, you heard that right, under 2 seconds. The RPMs are so insane that the rotor feels like it's trying to break free from physics itself, held together by a breakthrough so wild it sounds like science fiction. This isn't just a motor. It's a revolution that could bury every other EV maker before they even hit the starting line. Curious how Volcor pulled this off? Strap in, because the ride starts now. Picture this, a sleek, unassuming drive unit so compact you could cradle it in your arms, yet powerful enough to launch a full-sized car into supercar territory. At Volcor's unveiling event last month, CEO Zara Klein stepped onto the stage, held up this motor, and said, "This is the future you can hold in your hands." The crowd went silent. Then she dropped the bombshell. This tiny beast churns out 1,100 horsepower and 1,600 pound-feet of torque. It's ferocious, it's flawless, and it's about to change everything you thought you knew about electric vehicles. So what's the secret sauce? It all comes down to a rotor unlike anything the world's ever seen. Most electric motors are limited by their own design. Metal parts heat up, swell, wear down, and eventually give out. That's why they're capped at speeds around 15,000 RPM, where the centrifugal force starts tearing things apart. Volcor said, "Not on our watch." They engineered a rotor wrapped in a proprietary graphene fiber sleeve, wound at such high tension it keeps the core compressed even at 22,000 RPM. That's 30% faster than the best motors out there, verified by Autopulse magazine during independent testing. This graphene jacket doesn't just hold the rotor together, it makes it sing. The air gap between the rotor and stator is razor thin, boosting magnetic efficiency to levels that make engineers drool. The result? A motor that delivers monstrous torque, stays ice-cool under pressure, and sips energy like it's on a diet. This isn't an upgrade. It's a complete reinvention of what an EV motor can be. Let's talk numbers, because they're jaw-dropping. The Volcor V1 sedan, powered by 3 of these motors, clocks 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds. That's faster than a $2 million hypercar. Quarter mile? 9.1 seconds flat. Top speed? Over 210 miles per hour, once software limits are unlocked. Independent tests by SpeedTrack confirm these figures, with one reviewer calling it a physics-defying beast. But here's the kicker. It's not just fast, it's efficient. Older performance EVs guzzle battery like they're racing to empty. The V1? It's rated at 360 miles of range on a single charge, even with 22-inch wheels. Real-world tests by EVNow showed it hitting 310 miles at 70 miles per hour on the highway. That's the kind of range that makes road trips a breeze, not a math problem. Volcor cracked the code on the biggest EV headache, the trade-off between power and range. Now you don't have to choose, you get both, and you get them in spades. How did Volcor pull this off? It starts with obsession. While other companies tweak decade-old designs, Volcor built this motor from the ground up. They didn't just improve efficiency, they redefined it. The V1's drive units use 70% less rare earth metals than traditional motors, cutting costs and environmental impact. Each motor costs just $1,200 to produce, a figure that sent shockwaves through the industry when Klein revealed it at the unveiling. That's not a typo. $1,200 for a motor that outperforms anything on the market. And they're building them at scale. Volcor's Nevada factory can churn out 500,000 of these units a year, with plans to double that by 2027. This isn't a concept car. It's a reality hitting showrooms next spring. The competition? They're scrambling, and it's not pretty. Legacy automakers like Apex Motors and Grand Auto are still bolting electric motors onto platforms designed for gas engines. Their EVs are heavier, less efficient, and pricier to build. Apex's Lightning SUV weighs 600 pounds more than the V1 and takes 4.2 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. Grand Auto's E-Series sedan, a respectable 3.8 seconds, but it's burning through its 280-mile range if you push it hard. Both companies poured $40 billion into EV development, yet their factories are stuck in the gas era, relying on suppliers for batteries and motors. Volcor? They own the whole stack. They design their motors, build their batteries, and write their software. While others play catch-up, Voltcor's already lapping them. Startups aren't faring much better. Skyvolt's sleek sedan boasts a 400-mile range, but it's priced at $160,000 and only sold 8,000 units last year. They're bleeding cash, $2.8 billion in losses, despite heavy backing from venture funds. Trailblaze, known for rugged electric trucks, hit 45,000 deliveries in 2024 but missed their 60,000-unit goal. They're losing $35,000 per vehicle, even after cost-cutting. Then there's Megawatt, China's EV giant. They sold 3.8 million vehicles in 2024, but most are budget hybrids under $20,000. Outside China, they face tariffs and skepticism, exporting just 200,000 cars. Their motors? Solid, but capped at 14,000 RPM, nowhere near Voltcor's league. Voltcor's real edge isn't just tech, it's execution. Their Arizona Gigafactory went from dirt to production in 11 months. It's pumping out V1 sedans at a rate of 6,000 a week, using massive casting machines that shape entire car frames in under 90 seconds. In Europe, their Berlin plant hit 400,000 units in 2 years. They're breaking ground in India next year, aiming to tap into the EV boom before local brands catch up. Every factory is a tech marvel: robots, high-speed lines, and AI-driven assembly cut costs and boost quality. Voltcor doesn't just build cars, they build them smarter, faster, and cheaper than anyone else. But speed and power are only half the story. Voltcor's secret weapon is their charging network, and it's a game-changer. While other EV drivers hunt for working chargers, Voltcor owners glide into Volt stations with zero drama. As of today, there are 6,500 Volt stations worldwide, with 60,000 stalls. Uptime, a staggering 99.95%. You pull up, plug in, and you're back on the road in 15 minutes, adding 220 miles of range. The latest V4 Volt stations push 300 kilowatts and support every EV plug type, thanks to universal adapters. Non-Volt core drivers can use them too, paying via app or card reader. Last year, Voltcor opened 5,000 stalls to rival EVs, striking deals with Apex and Skyvolt. By 2026, they'll earn a third of their charging revenue from non-Voltcor cars. It's not just a network, it's a new business model. In Europe, Volt stations use dual cables for seamless charging. In China, they logged 50 million sessions in 2024. New megasites with 80 stalls, solar canopies, and battery storage are popping up globally. Voltcor designs every charger in-house, from circuits to software, so updates roll out overnight. For drivers, it's effortless. No apps, no codes, just plug and go. That's the kind of trust that turns customers into fans. And then there's the brain behind it all, Voltcor's AI, codenamed Nexus. This isn't just software. It's a living system that makes every V1 smarter by the day. Nexus trains on 2.8 billion miles of real-world driving data, collected from V1s worldwide. Every weird road moment, a deer darting out, a sudden lane closure, gets recorded and sent to Nexus. In Voltcor's Texas data center, a custom supercomputer called CorePulse crunches this data. CorePulse packs 40 billion transistors per chip, with 300 cores, moving 30 terabytes of data per second. It trains new AI models in days, not weeks, pushing updates to V1s every 2 weeks. Your car gets better overnight, smoother braking, sharper turns, fewer hesitations. Competitors like Apex's Drive Assist lag behind, trained on 250 million miles of data. Their updates? Once a quarter, if you're lucky. Voltcor's AI isn't just for driving. It optimizes battery use, predicts maintenance, and even plans routes to the nearest Volt station. CorePulse could one day power Voltcor's delivery drones or smart grids. They spent $900 million on it, but analysts say it could unlock $400 billion in value. Why? Because Voltcor owns every layer: chips, data, software. If chip prices spike, they're unfazed. This independence lets them innovate at warp speed. So what does this all mean? Voltcor isn't just building better EVs. They're rewriting the rules. Their motor delivers hypercar speed with family car range. Their factories outpace rivals. Their chargers make road trips effortless. Their AI keeps every car evolving. The V1 starts at $85,000, but with production costs dropping, a $50,000 model is coming in 2028. Volt Cores sells direct, no dealerships, just a website and a click. Updates happen over the air. Service takes 12 minutes a year. When you drive a V1, you're not just driving, you're part of a revolution. The competition's falling apart, and Volt Cores just getting started.